Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chess Quiz. Today we are at the next topic, that is the theoretical Rook Endgames explained. We are at the concept of Rook and 2Pawns versus Rook. We have got a very important position here. The black Rook is settled behind the white passed pawns and the king is also underneath them. So let us see what is happening in the position. This Rook is trying to cut off the white king, and there is a very important position that we need to know. That is, when this king will come to f2, the rook has to be on h3. That is a critical zugzwang position which we need to know here. Let's see. Let's say white starts with the move king b2. Black just remains on h3, kc2, g3, kd2, rook h3, ke2, rook g3, kf2 and rook h3. This is the only way for black to hold the situation on the king side, because otherwise the white rook will be free and it will come on the 5th rank to support the pawn. It is considered that once the rook reaches the 5th rank and holds the best pawn, the position becomes winning. Let us see what is the problem over here for white. The main thing is, if white goes kg2, as soon as he moves the king on either g file or the h file, the rook is free to go to a3 or b3. And when now white tries to use his rook, let's say c7, d7, coming to 5th rank, black plays rook a5. The point is simple. See, if the king is not on g and h files, white could have pushed h6. But now simply h6 allows rook g5 check, h3, and the g6 pawn is lost and the game will be drawn. Similarly, if the king would be on h file, then also rook h5 check would win the h6 pawn for black. So this is the main reason that the king cannot come to g or h file. So that makes white's task somewhat difficult. Also, the move rook b7 instantly fails over here. Black simply goes rook g5, keeping attack on both the pawns. The rook has to rush back to h7, and here black simply cuts off the king with the move rook g2. And now white has no chance whatsoever to put black in a zugzwang. Let's say kb1, rook h2, kc1, rook g2, kd1, rook h2, ke1, rook g2, king f1. The rook is attacked. However, just rook h2, forcing the king to g1 first, and now the rook just moves to a2. Same idea which we discussed just now. If the white rook now moves to b7 or d7, rook a5, h6, then rook g5 would be checked. That is, once the white king is stuck on the first rank here, then there is no way to put black in a zugzwang whatsoever. Also, the move king b1 fails because black just goes rook check, king goes to c2, and now again he has to waste the rook move in such a way that when king f2 comes, we want the rook on h3. So he goes rook g3, kd2, rook h3, ke2, rook g3, kf2 and rook h3. Simple and effective. kg2 will be met by rook a3, and here also there is no way for white to make any progress. This position in fact is very complex and has lot of intricacies, but I will try to discuss the main points of the position here and not divulge into too many variations. White goes king a2. This is the only winning move. Rook d3 is one attempt. Let's see what happens if black tries to keep his rook on the 3rd rank and block the white king. Now after rook h3, king b2, rook g3, king c2, rook h3, kd2, rook g3, ke2, we note that after rook h3, king f2. But we may well ask, what happens even then? The rook simply goes to a3. Now the first point is that after any move like rook d7 here, black cannot go rook a5 because pawn will reach the h6 square, and once the pawn reaches the h6 square, the win is very easy. After rook a5, h6, rook f5 check, king e3, rook tries to remain here, there is a backrank threat, rook f8, king e4, rook e8, king f5, rook f8, kg5. This position we might reach almost by force, and if black just waits also, say rook e8, king h5, rook f8, then there is the tactical idea, rook g7 check, king h8, rook h7 check, kg8, rook h8 check. After king h8 is the tactical point. There is the move g7 check, forcing king g8, and now kg6. There is no defense to the move h7 and white wins. And if the rook tries to remain on h4, then just kg3, rook h1, king g4, and we see that the white king will reach the h6 square by force and win the game. Black has one more interesting try here, which makes the position very difficult. I will go into the main line only today. Let's see. Black has the move rook d3. Now the first point is that if kb2, then rook h3, and white will never be able to put black in a zugzwang. We will get the position with king on f2 and rook on h3, but the move will be white's. So white will not be able to win over there. Also, it should be noted that untimely h6, then rook g3, rook g7, king h8. These positions are also not winning because this rook cannot leave the g file because g6 is hanging. Rook h7 check just repeats, and any other move allows black to sacrifice his rook with rook a3 because otherwise here there is a stalemate situation. But white has the move rook b7. This is a standard, we can say universal way. The rook can come to b3 and come behind the pass pawn, which is what white can do after rook g3, rook b3, rook g5, white rook comes to h3. After kg7 there is h6 check, kg6, h7, and the h pawn promotes. So black goes rook h3, forcing white to play rook b5. Now black has kg7, and this is a critical position. White has just one move which can win, that is the move rook g5. So basically white is trying to run black out of moves now. The point is simple, he wants to get h6. If the rook moves away from the h file, then h6 would be possible. Let's say rook c3, then h6, kh6, g7, and white wins. And after the waiting move, king g8 comes kb2, rook e3, king c2, rook a3, kd2, rook b3, ke2, rook a3, king f2, rook b3, and the rook now shifts to d5. This same kind of position we are going to get with the main line as well. The point is simple now. The g3 square has been snatched from the black rook. The main point is h6 is threatened, and in order to stop h6, maybe black will have to go rook b6, and that is the time when the white king will be able to penetrate on the 6th rank. Thus black goes rook h4, king b3, rook h1, king c4. The king is trying to go ahead and come on the 6th rank, after which white will be able to free his rook. So black goes rook c1 check, king d5, rook d1 check, king c6, rook c1, king d6, d1 check, rook d5. The idea is simple. The king is heading for the e7 square, and then the rook can go to d7, and a timely h6 will make white win the game. So black decides to wait with rook a1, so that after ke7 blocks with the move rook a6, rook d7. We are about to drive this king away and play the move h6. Black waits with the move rook b6, king d8 check, forcing the king to go to g8. King h6 would just allow rook h7 followed by g7. King c7, rook a6, d6. So with this maneuvering, we see that now h6 is going to come by force, and then the back rank threat will be there. The move rook a7 check can be met by transferring the king to f6. One of the ideas could be king c6, rook check, kd5, rook a7, ke6, checks are stopped, rook a8, h6, game over. Rook e8 check, king f6, rook f8 check, and we see the plan unfold now. Rook e8, rook d7, rook f8, then rook g7, king h8, h7 check, kg8, rook h8. King takes h8, g7, kg8, kg6, and white wins. It should also be noted that after rook e8, the maneuver kd7, rook f8, rook e6 is one of the easiest ways of winning. There is no way to stop rook e8, the rooks will be traded and white will win very easily. I hope you will find this lesson useful and instructive. Thanks for your time.